Hi, everyone. We're back. We're back. This is your Daily DM with Debbie and Mahwish, and we're back with a very interesting episode this time. We're not talking about work, life, and everything in between. It is kind of that, but this time around, we're talking about one of the very popular books, The Housemaid by Frieda McFadden. I'm sure a lot of you have either read the book or watched the movie. So, yes, let's start episode 10 with the review of The Housemaid and what we thought about it. Debbie, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. This is fun.
All right.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, why don't you just start? How did you feel while you were reading it?
Well, first of all, we decided to read it. We decided to take a break because this is work life and everything in between. So we're talking about the everything in between part. It's important, it's important to have fun because, as you know, life can get a little rough, and it's really important for your mental health. This is the funny thing. It's important for your mental health to take a break, step back, do something recreational. In this case, there was a lot of mental health issues. And so I don't know if I would call this like a break. It was a good book though.
It was what's the word? Like, it was captivating, yet it was stressful. Like, it was giving me stress. And it shouldn't have given me stress, right? Like,
I know it was not a relaxing, leisurely book to read. My first impression, first of all, I think it was an easy read, which is nice.
Yes.
It was an easy
read.
The
chapters were small. The chapters were like not lengthy.
Yeah, it was an easy read, and my initial impression as I was reading through it, maybe even up to halfway, was, the saying, don't judge a book by the cover, but I was like, this is just what I expected from this book based on the cover, right? So I felt very judgy that I was judging the book by the cover, and I felt like I was being validated until I was not validated about what the content was. And so I was overall impressed. We'll just put it that way. What about you? When you first started reading it, what'd you think?
Yeah, I said, okay, like I said, it's captivating. So I was, trying to read it when I was traveling. I think I messaged you, right? I'm on a very, very long flight, and this is where I read most of it. And yep. I didn't sleep on the plane, so this kept me going. And at one point, I said, okay, Mahwish, you got to take a break and do something else, because this is, like you said, it has a lot of mental health issues, so you can go crazy. I know of people who have read it in one sitting over like hours and hours in a day, just because you want to know what's happening, right? And you want to get to the end. I'm that kind of person, so that's why I keep going. But anyways, easy to read, small chapters. It keeps you engaged, but a lot of underlying issues that we got to talk about, right? You said don't judge a book by its cover. I didn't know what I was expecting, but I clearly judged Nina. I thought she was the crazy one.
Don't give things away.
I know, but how do you talk about it without giving things away?
How about this? There are key characters in the book. There's Millie, who's kind of the main character. And then there's Nina, who doesn't start out as a main character, but ends up being almost a central character, I would say.
Yeah. Can we talk about the book openly? Because I'm assuming everyone has read it.
I don't think everyone's read it.
Oh, really? Okay. It's very interesting.
Why don't we talk about what we want to talk about, and then I'll cut if it's too revealing. How's that? Okay. I'll see if I can handle that in edit.
That works.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So it's about a wealthy family who looks very perfect from the outside. They've got the means, they've got the wealth, they've got the status, reputation, they've got it all, right? And then there is somebody who's looking for a job. She has a history, and she interviews with the wife, who's Nina. She's nervous trying to get the job. Anyway, she gets the job. She moves into the house, And then she's showed where her room is, which is up in the attic. And it's a small space. It's a private space, but it's a small space with a window that she cannot open and a door that locks from the outside. And so it's a red flag. So one of the themes is do not ignore red flags because they can come in all shapes and sizes. But as after she moves in, she sees psychotic behavior and she finds out that Nina was institutionalized at some point. Now, going to Andrew is the perfect man that you can imagine. Very handsome, apparently, very wealthy, well respected, like the person everybody dreams of, right? Like, I don't know what you thought, but yeah, I'm like, wow, why can I see a picture of him, right? That's how perfect he was. And then things evolve, and then hopefully you read the book or watch the movie. And how do I phrase it? It gets very interesting and it gets very thrilling and it gets very exciting and it gets very chaotic and it gets very crazy and insane towards the end. Let me just put it that way. It's a thriller. What would you say?
Yeah, I would say it was that. In my earlier statement about judging a book by its cover, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the housemaid. She's going to fall for the husband. It's going to be a
Yes.
thing. And, that started to happen. And, she was kind of fighting the feelings and all of this stuff. And that's where I felt, okay, this is going where I thought it was going to go. And then it took a
Damn,
left
right?
turn. Yeah, it
Yeah.
took a left turn. And it was such an exciting turn of events that, let's see, I was on a plane as well. Where did I go? I was traveling to Colorado. So I was reading the book. It was a shorter flight for me from California, but then you were headed to Dubai. So you had a lot more hours. But yeah, I spent the time on the plane to and from reading it. I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. Still what I expect. Still what I expect. Then I got home, and I think you and I texted, and you were further along or done even with the book because I think you were on a race to watch the movie. And so
Yes, I did.
you were trying not to. You had to read the book before you went to go see the movie. And sure enough, I sat down during the holiday, and I pick it up, and I keep going, and then all of a sudden, the way that the author took us from, we'll just say, change perspectives, right? Whatever. And as soon as you get into that, yeah, it was very hard to put down. It was one of those, darn it, I have a life. I have a life I need to attend to. So I gotta put this down right now. But and it's just spinning in my head and all the way up to the way that it ended. And so this book is one of
Yeah.
three, and I have not gotten the second book yet, but I want to be as a
Me
result
too.
of the way that it ended. And
Yes.
yeah, but that's, if you have not read it, for those who are listening, please go get it. Go get it from Amazon. I mean, it's everywhere. When I was traveling, I just got back from Europe too, and I was checking out the bookstores because I was going to get the second book since I was flying.
Okay.
These books are everywhere. You cannot walk into a bookstore, without seeing it and the second one and probably the third one sitting there. I really don't know what the second and third one will be like, but based on the first one, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Now, I have not seen the movie. Eventually, I will see the movie. What did you think of the movie in comparison to the book?
Listen, I love the book more than the movie.
Yeah.
That's short and sweet. It was too long for me. It
Oh,
was like
really?
over 2 hours, and it seemed like I'm like, okay, when is this going
Well,
to
you
end?
know how it ends. So maybe that's the reason.
I
Is
know,
that
I
the
know.
reason?
Maybe that was it, right? They changed certain aspects
Oh.
in the movie, and they cut out a lot of parts.
Mm.
So, to me, the book was a lot better in building up
Yeah.
certain situations,
Yeah.
and then you get a shock, and then it's
Yeah.
going towards something, and then you get another shock, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I thought the book was a lot better in the flow
Yeah.
versus the movie. Movie was also very dramatic, right? Because obviously you need to get everybody's attention and
Yeah.
captivate the
Yeah.
audience. So I mean, it was not bad. It was good. I thought Nina's character, oh my God, Amanda Seyfried, if I'm pronouncing it right. Amazing, amazing. So, yeah, she did an amazing job, and I don't expect anything less from her. It was good, but not as good as the book.
Yeah,
You should watch it.
yeah, I will
You'll-
eventually. Yeah, I will watch it eventually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for it to show up online or whatever streaming service. But I'm not familiar with Frieda McFadden's writing until now.
Oh, I actually sent you an Insta post, and it tells you about who she is. She's a physician.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So does she deal?
She's in medical space. I think she's a physician or somebody in the medical field.
She has to be familiar with like mental health issues.
I mean, talk about like, can you imagine? There's obviously a lot of underlying themes of abuse and all that stuff, right? But what I found to be very interesting was that Andrew just picks up vulnerable women. That's like his specialty.
Yeah, look out, ladies. This is a lesson in, like Mahwish said, red flags.
Exactly. He goes after Nina first, and he, obviously he is interested
for the maid. Yeah.
For the maid, right? Who's young and vibrant
Vulnerable.
and pretty and vulnerable, and she's also falling for him. And it's just
Well written. We'll just put it that way.
yes.
Yes. Well written. Well done in terms of the twist. I have to wonder what goes through people's heads who can write these things. This is amazing. I mean, it's just, she's a physician. Okay, great. What's she thinking of at night? Or like, who has she met? Who has she come across in her line of work that helps fuel these topics? I don't know.
And the other point that I thought was very interesting was sometimes we think these wealthy people have these perfect lives, right? Like from the outside. Really nice homes, really nice appearance, getting their roots done, if you know what I mean. Right?
Never miss a hair appointment. Yep.
Do not miss hair appointments. Do not, like they're well put together. But it tells you that there's a lot behind why they try to keep such appearances, because sometimes things are going south, and then so not everybody's life is perfect. Again, looks can be deceiving, so that's the underlying.
Yeah, well, so true. But there was only really one person trying to keep up appearances, and that person was a major manipulator of everything and everyone involved. And so, anybody with mental health questions, go read The Housemaid.
And, the other thing that was fascinating was upbringing.
Yes. Generational behaviors. She nailed it in terms of communicating the effects that somebody's upbringing can have and everything.
And you won't know until you read it through the end. It's not very evident in the beginning until you get to the end. That's another underlying theme that I thought was very important.
Yeah. Overall, a really good book. Highly recommend.
The other thing that I noticed, the selfishness. What she did and why she did it, to me, was very selfish of her. Well, I know why she did it, but it was very selfish of her, don't you think?
I actually think it's very survival of her.
Really?
She was surviving. When you're in a survival state, no, I think that there was
the other person.
No, I think there was
the fire. Like it's a line. It's like a line of fire that this other person is gonna go through.
But she didn't put an incapable person in that spot. That's the thing. You got to think about that. No, I don't see. Okay, anyone listening, if you read it, comment, was she being selfish or was she in survival mode? I see her as she knew what she was doing. She had years to conjure up what she felt she needed to do. Yeah.
But what if it went south? What if it went the other way, Debbie? Like,
True.
What would have happened?
I don't know.
That's a huge risk.
Yeah, well.
You're playing with people's lives.
There was no good answer.
Yeah. I mean,
What
to
good?
me,
What's
it
the
was,
right answer? There's no
I
right
have
answer.
no idea.
There's no right answer. Continue as is. That's crazy.
No, no, no. That would not be the
Yeah.
option. I mean, I don't know, but to me, it looked very selfish at the end.
I don't think so. Anyways,
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to know what you guys think.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what people reply, right? Is it selfish or is it survival?
I think it's. I think it was well thought out. So, Frieda McFadden is not her name, but that's the name she writes under. So that's cool.
Yeah.
What a go getter! A doctor and has time to write
The twisty novels.
twisty novels. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the review. Yeah, we wanted to do a book review, something fun, although not relaxing in terms of mental decompression or whatever, but very interesting. I guess a different way. You're not dealing directly with the psychological stuff, but it certainly felt intense to read.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it again, like another review at some point? I think so.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. But we don't know what yet, so we'll have to figure that out and decide when that's appropriate.
Are you going to read The Housemaid's Secret? That's the second book.
I plan to. Yeah. I plan
Me
to.
too.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I don't know if we should review it, but
Yeah,
I'm curious about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Let's wrap it up. Thanks for joining us for episode 10. I know a little bit different, but we wanted to do this book review. We hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't read the book, please go out there, read the book, and then comment below on survival or selfish. What about you, Mahwish?
I liked reading the book. I liked the prep, the mental prep that we did to get to this point. And yeah, let's continue to keep reading something cool and something exciting, and we'll do another one of these reviews.
All right. In the meantime, have fun with work life and everything in between. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.